Alright, wanted to make a quick video here for you to kind of get some insight on what I think are some good loadouts, kind of go over a few of the different weapons and what I find effective, and hopefully this will help you increase your game and help us move forward together and becoming better gamers. So wanted to kind of go over a few of my mainstays here. Been playing this quite a bit. I've played the majority of the Call of Duty games, been gaming for several years, so I would say the overall loadout here that I enjoy is my Assault class here. It's named Assault, but I use a support loadout, so I'm going to go into this. I use the M4A1, use a red dot, and I use the kick. So I'm going to go through here, so you'll see that I'm using the M4. The reason I use the M4 is that you can do a lot of damage with it. The accuracy is high. It has a good range on it, and you can be a pretty effective mobile killer with it. One of the reasons that I like to use the kick here is that if you get into situations where you've just got to go full automatic, this is definitely going to help you with the recoil, and definitely is going to overall improve this weapon and make it a pretty small cone of spray there. So I do the kick. I do the red dot sight. A lot of people will use a silencer. That's not really my thing. Silencer is good because it will help you out if you're not using one of the perks that'll help you stay invisible. But one of the good things about the red dot sight is that it gives you that increased point of attack there when you are shooting at enemies. Now, I don't do any of the different targets here. I like to have as much precision as I can with it. I don't really need a big target here kind of getting in the way of that. I do have it to be a precision shooter. I've unlocked this one all the way to 31, so I'm running gold here. So that's what I'll use is I would say the mainstay weapon in this game. It's all around good. It's good for all types of different players, long range, short range, campers, offensive players, the whole works here. So I think this is overall the best weapon in the game. Even though the stats on the SCAR look better, I think this weapon is more effective. So I'll typically use this weapon here. Secondary, you can set it however you want. I was testing out the Desert Eagle since I just unlocked that, and this thing is not a very fun pistol. It's really a shoot them twice and they're dead kind of a thing, but it's not very accurate. It's a pretty decent gun as far as the damage and everything, but I don't really suggest it, to be honest with you. I haven't used the rest of these weapons here all that much. Magnum's pretty cool just because it's a cool looking gun and it's fun for effect. I think the 45 here, the USP, is a good all-around pistol. If you do prefer a pistol, I would say that would be my first choice. And the 5.7 is also a decent weapon here. Been using that out on using a couple different accounts here. For this one, I've been focusing mainly on the rocket launchers. Launchers here give you a little idea. This is the first one that you've got. It's good because it does have free fire, so if you run out of ammo, you can use this to take somebody out real quick. Javelin's pretty cool. I like it. The targeting system's a little bit different as far as getting used to using it. I like to use the Stinger. It's got multiple shots. It's a quick lock-on. Takes stuff down nice and strong. It's a good all-around launcher. Haven't unlocked the RPG yet, but this XM25, I've basically found it to be fairly useless in my tests. It's kind of fun to mess around with, but that's about it. Not very effective in the battlefield. And then this one right here, the M320 GLM. This one's a lot of fun. If you get a good shot with this, you can take somebody out with a direct hit, or it'll take you 2 shots to take somebody down. This one's a lot of fun to play with because you have multiple shots. That's a good time. And then you got the machine pistols, obviously. I've been using this one if I do use a machine pistol. Not a big fan of it, though, to be honest with you. I'd rather use a single shot pistol. Use the Scorpion. This one's a lot of fun to run around with. It's got a super high mobility, so if you want to run around and rush, this one is what I would suggest. Glock 18, I'm assuming, is what they're trying to get here. it's a pretty cool little pistol. Haven't used it all that much, like I said, but it is a lot of fun. If I was going to pick any of these, I would go with the Scorpion or the FMG9. And for the lethal, I typically stay around using the frag. I do like the fact that it rolls. I do like the fact that you can cook it and time the explosion there. Semtex is good for people if you'd like to roll out a time sticky or sticking people. That's always fun. Throwing knife here in this game is pretty fun. It's similar to the tactical knife in Black Ops. This is a lot of fun to mess around with. I haven't put as much time into it as I would like. This one right here is my second choice. This one is an absolute blast. People don't really look out for it as much as other stuff in the game, and they kind of jump through and they'll run through it, and you can get multiple kills if you place it correctly. Claymore, obviously really effective. This would be my third choice. Most people would be their second choice, I think. It's a lot of fun. It's easy to set up. People still run into them, although it's a little bit more visible. And then you've got C4. Everybody that's played any type of Call of Duty game knows that C4 is a blast to play with. Has a lot of damage, and getting multiple kills on it is an absolute pleasure. Tactical, I'm finding so far that the concussion grenade is the most effective that I think so far. I haven't really used the portable radar. It's not really my game type. I'm more of a rusher and offensive forward-playing player, but I'm assuming this would be pretty good for search and destroy and things like that. Tactical insertion, obviously, if you're a cap the flag player, this is going to be a mainstay in your build-outs here. Trophy system, you know, I don't see much of a use for this. I've seen people use it, and I guess it would be okay if you're getting camped on or something like that, but in an all-around game, pretty useless. Smoke grenade I found works a little bit weird in this game, so I haven't used it all that much. EMP grenade's cool, but with so many people using iron sights, it just doesn't really seem to be an effective tool. Seeing as how you could just throw a flash grenade and get the same results if you're looking to take out a turret or something. So Scrambler, everybody knows what the Scrambler is, probably good for search and destroy. Concussion grenade, definitely my #1 choice here. And then just kind of go over the perks here. You got Recon here. This one's actually pretty cool. You throw a grenade, you do damage to anybody. You're going to see where the players are for a few seconds. Definitely a useful tool. I personally prefer Sleight of Hand Pro. I don't think any loadout should really be left without it. If you're fighting multiple people, this is a must-have. Blind Eye, it's kind of similar to Ghost in Black Ops. It's good. I think it's a good thing to use, but I just can't go without using Sleight of Hand. Extreme Conditioning, similar to Marathon Pro. That's cool and everything, but it's not going to help you live longer. Scavenger Pro. This one I definitely use in I would use in some of my rushing classes if I'm using an SMG, submachine gun, something like that. Scavenger Pro is definitely worth using because you do tend to run out of ammo pretty quick, because it's every fight you get into you're almost always shooting a full clip. You got perk 2, Quick Draw. I think this is a mainstay as well. You need to be able to aim down the sights faster, and then also once you get pro, once you're done throwing a grenade, you're going to be able to aim down your sights quicker as well. So in my mind, this is a mainstay. Blast Shield, a little bit similar to the Flak Jacket. I don't recommend this one. There's too many other good choices here in perk 2. Hardline's good if you have trouble getting your kill streaks, but if you do have trouble getting your kill streaks, you need to be running support anyways. So in this game, I find that this is a pretty much useless perk. Assassin, this one's great, undetectable by UAV, portable radar, thermal, and heartbeat sensors. This is great to use, but I just don't think you can go without using Quick Draw. That's my opinion here. Overkill, this is good for several different classes. If you wanted to do a dual shotgun class or do a sniper rifle and an assault rifle, this one definitely has a lot of uses that I can see if you're okay giving up Quick Draw. I'd say Quick Draw and then Overkill would be my choices as far as this goes. Perk 3, I've been using Dead Silence. It's similar to Ninja and Black Ops. It gives you the opportunity to be completely quiet, and then you obviously get the no falling damage, which is cool, but not as useful. But being quiet is pretty good. Steady aim, you get that increased hip fire, which I guess is useful in some situations, but I find that most people are going to aim down the sights anyways. Sit rep, this one is I guess similar to hacker. You know, I guess it would be good in search and destroy, but you know, using I think dead silence would be even better. Stalker, I would say this one is a very effective tool if you're using some type of rushing class and you're not looking to use that steady aim. Stalker's good because you can run at almost full speed while aiming down the sights, which is pretty sweet. Marksman, this one right here probably would be good if you're more of a long range hanging out in the back thing. I used it for a while, pretty good. Obviously it's one of the first ones that you get. It's pretty cool because you're going to be able to see people, their name tags are going to pop out, so pretty cool. Now the next thing, I'm going to talk about the strike packages here. Difference in Modern Warfare 3 from other Call of Duties is if you got 3 choices. One, you're going to have the Assault, which is based on your kill streak. So you're going to have to get a certain amount of kills in a row in order to achieve the rewards here. Then you have your Support. Now the cool thing about Support is if you're not having a necessarily good day, or whatever the case might be, or you're not a real big numbers, putting up the huge numbers, you can go ahead and use this, and every time you die, your kill count is not reset. So you can die 10 times in a row and get a kill 10 times in that period, and you're still going to get one of the kill streaks. So I've got this one set up on most of my classes. I do put up big numbers from time to time, but I think that the Support is the most useful across the board as far as your consistency as a player. Because I think with the Assault, you're going to be able to get a few, big wows here and there, unless you're one of the top players in the game. But otherwise, I'd say probably stick with the Support. Specialist. This one's pretty cool because you get extra perks, which is a pretty neat idea. I've used it a little bit. I just find that Support is the most useful for my style of play. So I think some people are using it, but I don't think this is a big hit as they thought it was going to be. So I'm going to go over the Assault here. Obviously you get your standby UAV. Obviously you can detect people on the map. You got your care package. Care package is good. I would say if you are going to use the Assault Strike, care package should be one of the first things that you use here because you never know what you're going to get. You can get any of the other kill streaks here, which is definitely helpful. Then you got the IMS here. Basically this is it's basically a mortar. When people walk by it, I mean, they're toast. There's no way of getting out of it. This is a pretty cool reward here. Then you have your Predator missile from Modern Warfare. This one obviously you can get multiple kills in one run here. I'd say this is highly useful. And the sentry gun in this game, it seems like it's pretty vicious from what I've seen so far. I always enjoy when I get a sentry gun. It's definitely useful if you use it right and defend the back. Precision airstrike, definitely good, but this can be shot down, so you want to keep that in mind. Then you've got your attack helicopter, similar to the Cobra in Black Ops. This is a good little kill streak. Then you have a strafe run. You get 5 attack helicopters. This one's pretty cool. I don't find it as effective as an attack helicopter because it basically goes across the screen twice. And I really like when the enemy calls this in because I'm shooting down a few helicopters and getting 600 experience points in a row. Overwatch, pretty cool. Your personal air support there. I personally wouldn't use it over the Reaper. The Reaper, this one's pretty deadly. If you don't have a bunch of people running with rockets on the other team, I would say choose this one. This is definitely a pretty impressive kill streak here. Assault drone, you probably use this in the campaign. This one's just a lot of fun. It gets taken down pretty easy because everybody on the other team will target it, but either way, it's a blast to use. Again, put up some pretty good kills. AC-130, obviously this one's a blast to use. You can get tons of kills with it if you're good with it. Pavlo, this is my choice out of the 12 here. I like this one a lot. It's heavy armored. It can get a lot of kills before it gets taken down. Juggernaut. Juggernaut's awesome. I don't necessarily think it's worth a 15 kill streak. It's fun to play with. You're heavily armored, and you've got you're totally armored, which you've probably seen in the campaign and whatnot. And and have probably seen other people use it. It's fun, but I wouldn't suggest using it in your 15 because obviously you've got better choices in 12 and 10, and also the 17, the Osprey. This is good, but if you're going to use the Osprey, you might as well go to the support. So that's the assault package there if you're good at putting up big numbers. Then you've got support. This is my personal favorite. This is my loadout. I use the advanced UAV, the stealth bomber, and the escort airdrop. Every game, I'm going to get an escort airdrop. Sometimes it's toward the middle of the game, sometimes it's towards the end. Cool thing about this is you get the Osprey, and 9 times out of 10, I've found that you are going to get a Juggernaut. So if you want to get that Juggernaut, don't even bother putting that on here. You've got a better chance of using this and getting a couple other good kill streaks. Plus, you can bait the other team. So I suggest using this round. Juggernaut, completely skip that. EMP, pretty cool because it lasts for, I believe, 30 seconds. And that disables everybody's red dot sights, their equipment. They can't call in any kill streaks. Definitely helps the entire team. Stealth bomber. I don't believe this can be shot down, which is pretty cool, and they don't know where it's coming from, so it's hard to hide. This one I use. I'll typically get the advanced UAV, and then directly after I'll get a couple more kills. I get the stealth bomber, and I'm taking out 4, 5, 6 people at a time, so it's pretty sweet. Remote sentry. If you're a patient player, this one you can get a ton of kills with it. You get to actually control this. You can hide somewhere and control it. It's pretty awesome. Now obviously the advanced UAV, it's like the Blackbird. This is really, really important for the team. Everybody can see where everybody is, and everyone starts putting up more numbers, which gives you more kill streaks, and basically if you get this, it gives you the edge over the other team. Recon drone, this is cool. It's a little bit difficult to control, but if you've ever been on the other end of it, it is annoying getting marked by it nonstop, and you can get a lot of experience points if you use this. SAM turret, pretty self-explanatory, shoot down enemy aircraft. Airdrop trap. This one, I mean, it's cool because you know you're pissing off the other guy, but you're only getting 1 kill, so I don't necessarily think this one's worth putting down. Ballistic vest. If you're just looking for quick experience and you don't get a whole ton of kills, this one's pretty good. It helps out the entire team and gives you the edge. Then obviously you have the UAV and the counter UAV. If you like helping out the other team, you know, either one of these is good. If I was going to pick either one, it would be the counter UAV. Now for the third kill streak, you've got the specialist. I've played with a little bit. I find that it's a little bit difficult because basically you get your kill streaks, you get to choose one from each. So you have 2, 4, 6. So what you'd have to do is set up your class specifically to where you're getting 2 kill streaks for each one, and you're getting rewarded, and it will complement your loadout here. So this is probably really good for the straight up you know, gun player, not really looking to get those kill streaks kind of a thing. If you're looking to put up numbers, this can definitely assist you. 4 kills, not that hard to get. And then you can also use your hard line and bring this down to 5. So if you want to use, say, quick draw or whatever, and then use this as your kill streak here, that makes it you only got to get 5. So you get 5 kills. You've got 6 perks going on at the same time, which if you're a good gun player, this can definitely give you a lot of help here. So that's kind of going over the kill streak awards. And then the death streaks. Obviously here you've got I like to use martyrdom if I'm getting killed 4 times in a row. I want to leave a little present for somebody when I get killed, and I think this is pretty cool. And then you've got juiced. You know, obviously you start out with this, you run faster. Pretty useless unless you're doing some maybe capture the flag, whatever the case is. Revenge, if you're looking to gun after that guy, this is usable here. I don't use it, think it's pretty worthless. Final stand, everybody hates that. Fortunately, it's not one of the main perks here. They got rid of it, which was pretty smart. Then martyrdom, I've already gone over. This one's pretty cool, Dead Man's Hand. I'm typically not getting killed 6 times in a row, to be honest with you, so I don't find it useful. And then hollow points, you get increased bullet damage for 1 kill. I don't know why this is the last one to unlock. I think that's pretty useless. I mean, okay, great, you can shoot one guy a little bit quicker. Yeah, I pass on this one. So anyways, back to the weapons. I'll kind of go over what I think here. What I've got here is my primary. Here I've already gone over M4. I also like the M16. Using it quite a bit. This was one of my favorite guns in Black Ops. I don't think this is as effective in this game. Just something about it. I don't really know what it is. I don't have an explanation, but it's just not as fun. Doesn't work out as well for me. Now the Type 95 I discovered has rapid fire. Definitely worth getting the rapid fire on this. Once you get rapid fire on this and you are effective pulling the trigger, you can just absolutely blast people away with this. It's almost as quick as an automatic weapon, but you have such a tight cone, and the damage is so high that overall at this point in time my favorite weapon is this to play with. But if I'm not doing as well, I'll back off to the M4 here. But the Type 95 is absolutely amazing to use. If you're a good precision player, this will be a weapon that you're going to find very effective. Tested the MP7 a little bit. Not impressed. It kind of shoots all over the place. My number one choice for these submachine guns is the PP90. This is a rusher's dream. Has a good rate of fire, high damage. The reload is decent on it. You got a decent amount of bullets in the clip, and it is highly mobile and an absolute blast to use. If you're in a mood to rush, this is the weapon I suggest, and I use this with rapid fire and a red dot. So I'm going to go over the weapons here in a little bit deeper here. So, got the assault rifles. M4, best assault rifle hands down. M16, this is a decent second to the Type 95. The SCAR, this would, I would say, be the second best weapon in the game, even though the stats are higher than the M4. The SCAR is a little bit tougher to use. I like the CM901. I would say this is a close third. I'd say it's pretty much tied with the SCAR. Type 95. Seriously, I think the most fun assault rifle to use. G36C. I haven't used it all that much. I used it a little bit. It's fun. I just don't see this thing putting up the numbers on the other assault rifles here. ACR, I would say this one is pretty close to the CM. I would say they're fairly similar weapons. They handle the same. They're definitely good weapons. MK14, this is obviously the single shot. This one's a lot of fun to use as well. You definitely need to be a more advanced player if you are going to be running this weapon, because you have to have some really good accuracy and be really clutch with it. AK-47, I don't quite know why this is the last one of the last unlocks here. Sprays all over the place. Yeah, it's strong. Does a lot of damage, but man, this thing just sprays everywhere. I think this is one of the worst weapons in the game. Haven't gotten to the FAD yet. I'm excited to try it out, which I'm almost there, and kind of update you there, but I doubt it's going to be anything worth writing home about. Submachine guns I'll go over real quick. MP5, PP90. This is the order I go in from top to top. First place here would be the PP90. Second place would be the P90. MP5, PM9, pass. And the MP7 I'll pass as well. Both of these are pretty inaccurate, kind of spray all over the place. They're just not that great to use, not very effective, but definitely the PP90 followed by the P90, then the and the MP5 in that order. So typically when I'm using these, I like to, I'll definitely use Scavenger Pro because I'm using a lot of rounds. Also Quick Draw Pro, and sometimes I'll use Steady Aim, sometimes I won't, but typically I'm a lot more aggressive when I'm using these weapons here. Light machine guns. So far what I found in these is they have, they're slow, you're bogged down. Yeah, you can spray a whole lot and that's great and everything, but they typically have large iron sights, so you definitely have to put on a red dot or something like that to make that work out for you. So I definitely would probably pass on the majority of these. I know they're good for some people, they just don't work out for me. Sniper rifles. I'm not a big sniper in this game just by the way they handle, but from what I've seen, most people are rocking the Barrett with their quick scoping and all that good stuff. everybody I'm talking to basically says this is the best sniper in the game so far. I know some of the people like the L118, it's kind of like the single shot in Black Ops, but I'm seeing more people rocking the Barrett. Dragunov, it seemed to me when I was playing with it that it is a, from what I've played in private games and whatnot, I've seen that it handles like the Dragunov in Black Ops. It's okay. And to be honest, I haven't really messed with the rest of them. I've seen other people playing with them, and you know, they're okay. But if I was going to snipe, I'd definitely be using the Barrett. Shotguns. Yeah, these are fun. Not my primary choice as far as using the shotguns. I've used them a little bit. This model 1887, it just does not seem to have the. It doesn't seem to have the oomph that a shotgun should. And the Striker, tested this out a bit. This is a pretty cool gun to use. It's fun and everything, but you know, like I said, I'm not much of a shotgun guy. But if I was going to use any of these, it would be the Striker, or I would try the KSG. This is fun, and also the Spaz. I think these are two pretty evenly laid out shotguns, but I don't know, the shotguns don't seem to have that appeal to me in this game. And obviously you got the Riot Shield. If you want to be annoying, I'd say use the Riot Shield. And then obviously for the weapons here, you've got your different weapon perks. I like Kick because I don't like all the recoil going up there. Impact's cool if you want to really do a little spray, probably more effective with the light machine guns. Attachments is good for some weapons, like the PP. I'll use the two attachments. Use a red dot and rapid fire. Focus is pretty cool. If you're one that is seems to get distracted by when you're getting shot and you're bouncing all over the place, this is a good one to use. Breath, this one right here, obviously sniper rifle. If you're a sniper, this is a must-have. And then stability. If you'll notice when you're aiming down the sights and just hanging out, the weapon will sway. This class right here is good for if you're going to be a camper or kind of more of a wait and attack kind of a player. This would be the perk of choice here in your proficiencies. So, anyways, I think I pretty much covered everything. Those are my loadouts. What I like to use. How I like to play the game, and kind of a little bit of insight. I usually put up pretty good numbers. I'll typically stay above a 1.0 kill-death ratio, and I play pretty aggressive. I don't focus on trying to get a high kill-death ratio, and that's usually what I lay around. You know, 15th Prestige in Black Ops, have a lot of gaming experience over the years. So, anyways, hope you liked it. If you have any comments or suggestions for the next one, let me know, and I'd be happy to take you there. Thanks.